viver lá na prisão, se entrega por isso. Eu não me entrego, não me entrego ao capitão, me entrego só na morte, de parabelo na mão. Se entrega por isso.
Se entrega, Corisco!
Eu não me entrego ao gerente, me entrego só na morte, de parabelo na mão. Se entrega, eu não me entrego só na morte, de parabelo na mão.
Mais fortes são os poderes do fogo!
Finally, when the 1970s roll around, progress within the field of filmmaking takes a few steps back. With looming military government control, one of the last films to come out during this time was São Bernardo, a film which takes a critical look at how power corrupts. Brazil's Cinema Novo led to an enormous vital contemporary film industry which still dominates today, despite all of this government control. Now let's go ahead and move on to our next segment.
Oh, why, hello! I'm renowned world film critic Chris Felitti, and I'm so excited that you're able to join me as I have just embarked on an inspiring and informative journey to one of Latin America's most promising national cinemas. Brazil has long been known for its diverse culture. Historically, 3 specific cultures have flourished there. There is the Indian population that was already situated before the Portuguese arrived in the year 1500. There's also the Africans that brought over their slaves. And lastly, the immigrants that came to Brazil in the beginning of the 19th century. Today, Brazil is more conscious of the richness that these 3 different cultures bring to the film industry, combining art and diversity wonderfully. In the 1980s, however, films were not well attended. This was in large part due to the popularity of the television, which caused many theaters to close their doors, especially in the interior of the country. However, the films that were produced during this time concerned political and social issues that were usually critically acclaimed. Hector Babenco became the first Brazilian director of significance in Hollywood during the 1980s. His films often exploited the grimy underworld and criticized the politically unstable government at the time. His film, Pixote, from 1981 was critically acclaimed and focuses in on youth and crime in Brazil. Kiss of the Spider Woman, his 1985 masterpiece, was nominated for 4 Oscars, including Best Picture and Best Director. It focuses on political and social issues as well.
Once upon a time, in a tropical island far away, there lived a strange woman.
How can you remember all that junk?
If you've got the keys to that door, I will gladly follow. Otherwise, I will escape in my own way.
Then your life is as trivial as your movies.
Stepping into the spotlight is that legendary star, that ravishing chanteuse, Leni La Maison.
Shut up!
Don't let me die.
It begins with seduction. A story of love creates a passion.
The national production of films was very scarce from 1990 to 1992. This was in large part due to the radical cuts in government money and the contribution to the medium at the time of President Collore's administration. In 1993, after President Collor left office, audiovisual production was well in demand. This led to a law that encouraged Brazilian film production. Immediate production took place once the Senate passed the law in 1994. In 1994, 5 films were produced. In 1995, 17 films. And in 1996, 22 films were made. By 1997, 30 films were produced. It is evident that the establishment of the new law by Senate prompted a growth in the Brazilian national cinema towards the end of the century. The 1995 comedy, Princess of Brazil, is widely considered to be the first film of the Roto Manda, better known as the return of the national film production. At one time, the number of spectators for the Brazilian films was insignificant, sometimes not even accumulating 20,000 patrons a year. But the mid-90s were anything but that. In 1997, 2 million people attended the cinema. A great example of the growth in national film is the 1998 film Centro do Brasil, or better known in English as Central Station, winning the Gold Bear at the International Film Festival in Berlin and the prize for Best Script at the Sundance Film Festival. Central Station was shown in Brazilian, European, and American theaters. Let's go to the clip now.
In Central Station, there are a million stories. Stories of hopes and sorrows, joys and dreams. But today, an act of destiny will bring two strangers together in Central Station. Winner Best Picture at the Berlin Film Festival. The story of an unmarried woman and a little boy in search of the father he has never known. Together, they will share a journey.
From 1998 to the present, the Ministry for Culture has centered its efforts to increase the market for Brazilian producers of audiovisual content. The nation itself has become film crazy well into the new millennium. Since the resurgence of the Brazilian cinema in the mid-90s, audiences and critics around the world have recognized the country for its elaborate and often explicit works of realism. That being said, it has been my honor speaking with you today. I hope I have accomplished my goal in spreading the word on the rapidly growing influence of Brazilian art in the cinematic form. I leave you with a clip from my favorite Brazilian film of all time, the empowering and culturally stimulating City of God. Thank you so much and enjoy.
Quem falou que a boca é tua, rapaz?
É, quem falou que a boca é tua, cara?
Qual é, Dadinho? Dadinho é o caralho, meu nome agora é Zé Pequeno, porra.
Zé Pequeno sempre quis ser o dono da Cidade de Deus, desde os tempos de moleque, quando ele ainda se chamava Dadinho.
Ele se diverte, eu vou ficar louco.
Que foi, moleque? Teu amigo já levou tudo? Tá querendo o quê, moleque?
Naquela noite, Dadinho matou sua vontade de matar, mesmo sabendo que o cabeleiro não ia perdoar. Para escapar do castigo, ele resolveu dar um tempo fora da Cidade de Deus. E teve que dar duro para render uma mixaria.
Que isso, menino? Otário, igual você. Meu prefeito otário. Valeu, Bené.
Dadinho e Bené sabiam se virar sozinhos. Tava na cara que eles iam se dar bem no crime. O único problema era encontrar um bicho solto maior que eles, como meu irmão Marreco.
E aí, Dadinho? Porra, cara. Você que tinha morrido lá no hotel, cara. Tá numa boa aí, né? Cheio de dinheiro, qual é?
Não pega não, Bené. Qual foi, cara? A grana é nossa?
Tomar no teu cu, rapaz. Me dá esse dinheiro pra cá. Aí, Bené, fala pro teu irmão cabeleiro que aquele filho da puta, aquele Paraíba tá caguetando geral. Que eu vou ralar pra ele pra favela.
Marreco! Aí, ó. Toma pra tu. Tá cabeleiro, tu vai precisar. Toma.